Hello everyone and welcome back to the Spearhead cast. With me, Matt. We have a 2v2 here on Gelsenkirchen Refinery. A Western Front battle. Let's go through the players, shall we? Representing the Allies, we have Tomato Juice and Testia Lime as the British Commonwealth. Pushing into Germany, towards the Germans. We have BH-18 as Leichte Division for the Wehrmacht. And smokier Sturm Tactics for the Waffen-SS. Moving in here rapidly to try and stop the British push into Germany. No commandatory shit from the British by looks of it. Sappers gonna be engaged with the Sturm Pioneers, and I think the Sturm Pioneers will cut through the Sappers with ease. Now, I should remember to mention, it's the last time now, that there is a Spearhead tournament starting on the 5th of August. If you want access to it, you need to go to the Spearhead Discord, which you can get access to via the Spearhead Steam page, which is literally in the description of this video. Anyway, onto the battle here, and that will be the last time you hear me advertise it, because by the time this goes up, it'll be tomorrow that I think the tournament begins, if I'm correct. Anyway. Oh, we already have Royal Guards here for Tomato Juice. Royal Guard Anvil, interesting. Nothing from Testia Lime yet, but I think the Sappers in trouble. However, the rifle section should do good enough, but there is Sturm Pioneers coming up here. I think Sturm Pioneers might be enough to fight the British troops. Especially at range. Well, we'll have to see. British have secured the southern field, though. Because the Wehrmacht is going to be pushing up here. But the British have already got into good positions here. And if we see the extra man from being Anvil as guards, that's a really big deal. Now, there was a video error in the video 2 days ago. And I apologize for that. It was not like that in my own. It happened after the upload, and I have no idea why. Luckily, it only lasted for 1 minute, and I hope it really doesn't happen again. That was annoying. Might be a glitch in the upload or something on YouTube, but no idea how I can fix it, unfortunately. Oh, we have a Jeep armed here with paratroopers? Do you get access to that? Oh, he went for Royal Parachute. He just hasn't picked Hammer Anvil yet, which is why his rifle section has not become anything. But he does have access to the paratroopers now. Very intriguing.
What's next then?
And the Jeep will definitely be useful because of the Vickers K on top of it. But the Wallonians are going to flank through this warehouse. Getting some good shots at the Jeep and killing the gunner. And killing the driver. Jeeps are not very durable to bullets, as you might have guessed. Looks like the Volksgrenadier is pushing up, using smoke to approach the cover, I guess, or the hedge actually. And then throwing in a grenade. Oh, good grenade at that! That's gonna force the British to have to pull back for a brief bit. Sappers have laid some mines though. Sappers and rifle section is pushing the Wallonians a bit away though. Ooh, but the Wallonians are getting good shots on this rifle section. I just really hope I don't get video errors like that again, because that was infuriating and I have no idea how to fix it. So my deepest apologies if it happens again in the future. But if it happens, I think it's on YouTube's fault, not mine, because the video seemed to look fine when I checked it afterwards. Now this is 12 riflemen. That is a lot of firepower coming in these Volksgrenadiers. They're not going to be able to stay behind this truck for long, I think, at this rate. Especially at these ranges. Oh, what did he go? Did he go Hammer? Okay. Which means he gets the THQ Liaison instead of the Sherwood Rangers. I think if you go Anvil, you get the Sherwood Rangers. Which is a nice little detail. Oh, more mines coming up here from the Germans too. They've really cut off this little section of the port here.
Our brave infantry is dying.
I think the Grenadiers will have the advantage thanks to the Gewehr 43s. Impact grenade killing one of them though, allowing these Sappers to get away.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
British are really taking the fuel. Waffen-SS is still holed up here. Troops have already been out with the MG30 here, the precursor of the MG34, laying all the basic groundwork for the German machine guns as we'd know them. Well, the modern German machine gun. Valonians are going to smoke the area and move up to try and take it.
Where do you need us?
The HQ needs to be careful. They are going to get mowed down once the smoke clears.
Someone shooting us! He's hit!
Yeah, they get mowed down. Repair station has been captured by the British. They still hold the softened fuel, so they're not behind. First airborne division here for the British. The Royal Parachute Regiment, I believe. Very interesting unit. Much more elite than the basic riflemen, but they are very costly. He's arming them with the Vickers Go. Interesting. Well, it's also referred to as a Vickers K, but Vickers Go because it's designed to be operated by infantry, so on the go. He needs to be careful there. The Valonians are probably going to throw a grenade if they had the munitions. So we also have an airdrop coming in. Oh, a lieutenant. No, that's a full-on squad. Okay. They're just airdropping in a bad location.
An infantry section of Tommies has been trained.
Looks like the mill's bombed not too much there. That would be a very big cost loss. Oh, he should probably get them back. So we have a Vickers inside this warehouse here opening fire on the more Valonians. There's so many Valonians. People really like using them. Looks like the Royal Guard Fusiliers are trying to push up, but the Gewehr 43s with some NG support will definitely win that engagement. Yeah, the great idea being able to be armed with Gewehr 43s is like that. I'd say it's a really big deal. I think just in general they can actually be armed with Gewehr 43s. Makes them actually really potent in medium range engagements. Looks like the MG30 squad is moving into the building. The British have set up a forward encampment here though. It's going to allow them to call in the SAS if they want at the future. Gammon bomb going in. Gammon bombs are very dangerous weapons that the Royal Parachute troops get access to. If you play Commando, you also get access to it. The Gammon bomb is just overall a very good impact weapon. Was about this, as I said before, in encampment here. Command armored car coming in here for the Light Division, which can actually have all their officers be in vehicles, I believe. So very useful. Makes them very mobile. We also have an open blitz coming in.
We may now deploy mechanized assault groups, Commander.
Light pack here is being shot up by the Sappers. Oh, and Sappers with the minesweeper cutting themselves through. Very nice to see. And clearing up the minefields. A very dangerous task. The minesweeper will allow them to move around without triggering the mines. That's how the game works. Fragmentation grenade going in. Good impact grenade, but they did not suppress the grenade. Oh, high explosive from the little pack caused a mine to go off. They'll have engagement up here. The Royal Parachute troops have to be careful. Valonians with MP34s have been called in a battle group of them. Need to be careful. You probably get ready to throw a Gammon bomb if you can. Nah, he's gonna get cut down by the MP34s. But the Vickers K is actually doing a very good job here. It has similar rate of fire to the MG42, I think, which makes it an exceptionally potent machine gun for the British. I think originally designed to actually be used on aircraft, it was modified to be held by infantry. Oh, we also have some weapons being airdropped by the British here. A pack howitzer and a mortar.
Enemy action has destroyed our forward position.
Not bad. So we have some Royal Fusiliers here armed with Sten guns. Sten gun Mark IIs. Grenadiers with Gewehr 43s is going to move up here. I think the Fusiliers will win that engagement. Thanks to their Sten guns. Artillery being called in though by the command car. Satchel charge going to try and clear some of the mines. Looks So we're airdropping in some more. This is the Royal Parachute Lieutenant coming in now. And the Airborne Officer. 20% faster reload time, so wow. And fire rate if they surround paratroopers, that's a really big buff for the paratroopers. The Packhauser will also put some pressure on the Germans, yeah? Zappers and Fusiliers trying to push up along this dock. Don't think the Pioneers alone will be able to hold this in the long run. That's a lot of British rifles and a marksman. The marksman will start to take care of them over prolonged engagements. MG-34 inside the building here is putting some pressure on the British as they try to push up though. MG-30 and Gewehr 43 with scope being on there. But the Packhauser will cause issues. It's out in the open though, making it easy to kill if they just target it. Oh, direct shot. Ballonians meanwhile trying to push up. Bro, Gebalderladungs and everything. Packhauser turning. So the Valonians are threatening the British air paratrooper position.
Get ready. The gun is not crewed.
Packhauser decrewed. The Lieutenant is out in the open, not a good place to be. And the Valonians just keep coming. They're overrunning this British position. And the Lieutenant is down.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
And dropping in paratroopers at the front line in the middle of the fight, that's not really the best idea, but it seems to get a good landing. Obviously, there's still the Valonians here to deal with. And they'll get mowed down here, they don't have enough weapons. Oh, but we have some Irish Guards coming up here to support. And the Irish Guards are really good assault infantry, they can get things done. Especially with Sten guns and Tommy guns they're being armored. Sten gun Mark 5s. Yeah, they actually suppress the... they have enough of submachine gun firepower here to suppress the enemies. And they can also break suppression, I think. Oh, they're using the Mat Minute, that's why they can suppress. Overall, though, the British position up here is still tenuous. And the Sap is being mowed down. We even have some stormtroopers now. Much more elite assault infantry. We also have some Panzer Grenadiers with MP40s coming in. That's a really good choice of equipment in this kind of environment, actually. Because of the short ranges and the urban kind of environment. Oh, satchel charge in the pipeline. I'm not sure that's a good idea or not. We have a lot of engagements happening up here, that's what I'm sure. Impact grenade going in, forcing the stormtroopers to run. More paratroopers present. It would probably be cheaper to just buy them from the HQ instead of airdropping them in. But I guess he just wants them quickly on the front. But that's a waste of stormtrooper, I think. Yeah, that's a lot of munitions wasted on those Stormgears. Smoking their approach. You can actually arm these guys with the precursor of the STG, the MKB-42. It's like basically the exact same weapon almost. But it is the precursor of it. So it's not the exact same, but it's very, very similar to the point you would probably not be able to distinguish them. Storm Pioneers threatening again with Stormgears. And there goes the Lieutenant again. Panzer Grenadiers are now threatening this position. High explosive shot from the 7-pounder though. Forced them to pull back. And then the Irish Guard throwing a grenade. Now, they have nothing to do with this scout car, though. But the Fusiliers have, if they get close enough, they get thermos grenades. Another lieutenant air dropping in. Wow. We also have a Stuk and an F1 coming in for the Leichter. No vehicles yet for Sturm. Sturm is lying again almost entirely on Vallonians, as most people who play Sturm seem to do. Another satchel charge to clear out some pipes.
A Firefly is ready to give someone a bloody nose.
Sherman 5, Mark 5 coming in here for the Royal Guards. The Sherman is always a reliable tank. Not looking too good here for the Royal Paratroopers though, they're down to 2 units. And they used the Capcom Center. Yeah, someone has used a little bit of it. But Germans are going to overrun this position. And the Royal Paratroopers have to fall back. Looks like it's going to go up to the Royal Guards to intervene here and the Mark 5 Sherman. But the issue is the Vallonians come with Panzerfaust, but the Vallonians are lacking in munitions at the moment. They do have enough for 1 Panzerfaust shot though. Gary Scott's going to push up. Some Royal Fusiliers are coming up too. Ah, he's getting manpower back because of an ability he used. It looks like it's run out. Impact grenade going in. But it looks like the Sturm tactics might have lost a lot of troops in this assault of theirs, thanks to the intervention of the Royal Guards. It looks like an armored force here from the Leichter Division is preparing, with some Grenadier and Panzer Grenadier support. Smoke going in. I think this Sturm Grenadier might be in trouble.
Loaded up and ready to move.
We have authorization to appropriate nearby dwellings for field headquarters.
I think the Irish will be in position to cut them down. Yeah, not a good position to retreat from. But here comes the Leichter troops. That Sherman has to work overtime. Sherman has to be careful. There's a Stuk here. And the Stuk should be able to reliably penetrate the Sherman. Sherman misses. No penetration. Panzer Grenadiers are going to Panzerfaust it. Oh, high explosive though, killing them.
We have casualties.
Very good shot by that high explosive.
Somebody's shooting us.
So we also have a Piet shooting from this angle. That's actually the advantage of the Piet. It can shoot over obstacles. Not the best anti-infantry weapon though. Well, they might actually be able to get a flanking shot if they stood still and get side, but he's going to go in for a thermos grenade, I think. Yeah, he's going to throw a thermos grenade. But they got mowed down because of that.
Squad knocked out.
Sherman got a good kill there, killing the F1. Is that the RAF we're going to be seeing here? Oh, it's a marked target, so this thing will take extra damage if it gets penetrated. Looks like we have a command F1 present too. Let me just check if I am recording. I'm also a little nervous now if with that video glitch. Looks like it's going good enough though. Command car's in trouble, and there it goes. The Lieutenant might not get out of there, and he's gone. They're looking good here for the Germans. The British falling cannon has been destroyed.
Send orders!
The Mark V really has to work overtime.
Push side! That will scratch the pipework!
Going for the F1, but there's a Pack 40 here.
Bloody hell!
No penetration. High explosive going in the pack. Didn't kill anyone.
Armor ready!
Panzerfaust on the Mark 5, and that goes. 7-pounder ready. Valentine arriving, being armed with white phosphorus shells. An exceptionally dangerous chemical weapon.
Upgrade carried out. Excellent work.
Send orders!
Val has to be careful. There is still a Pack 40. Are more paratroopers being dropped then?
So on that extra stripe.
So they seem to be.
Infantry
Another
here.
lieutenant.
You'll need a flannel to wipe them up.
There's a shiny new officer and gentleman ready to go.
F1 calling artillery here. Airborne cam going up bad timing though because of the artillery strike. That's some heavy artillery too.
Crew are, I'm afraid, quite dead.
15 centimeter. More airdrops coming in. The beacon will actually allow the airdrops to be much more precise, so there's not a risk of them being spread out. I think that's a new airdrop coming in, probably with a weapon. It looks like it's a 6-pounder coming in. For 30 munitions, that's actually pretty... It's pretty cheap. Yeah, so another 6-pounder. 6-pounder did not hit. Has been low with discarding Sabo.
Prepare yourselves!
What are the Germans doing? And we got a command half-track here for the Panzer Grenadiers. And the Stuk as well. What about the Royal Guards? Nothing new. Royal Paratroopers still barely have any troops. Need to be very careful with what they do. But Storm Tactics also lost a lot, so interesting to see. Another tank hunter. It might be too risky though to try and go for a thermos grenade here. Piet overshooting, as you would have expected. And the Piet is not very accurate. And the German tanks now pushing up. Panzer F1 and Panzer 4GA coming up.
Infantry! Cut them down!
Well, look, let's look at the 6-pounders having luck. Oh, high explosive there on the tank hunter. And Valentine is down. Looks like the Panzer 4GAs are going to push.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
Guards are not going to have it easy here. And they're being suppressed.
Supply line's been cut.
Panzer 4 has been marked though. And F1 goes down to, I think, the paratroopers who used the stolen Panzerfaust. Grenadiers is present though, and they're getting a lot of kills thanks to their weapons. Oh, looks like we have some British anti-tank mines present. Very interesting. So if the Germans ever take that path there, they'll be in trouble. I guess the tank hunters have been laying mines. And yeah, airdropping in like that is just gonna get them killed.
Panzer 4 battle group ready for the
Millspawn going in.
Infantry section of Tommies has been trained. Squad knocked out.
Probably worth it killing those paratroopers in all honesty. And they glitched because they actually died while in the drop, so they're still there with animations because it hasn't registered that they died or something. Oh, this game can be silly
Infantry
sometimes.
squad trained and ready to go.
Fire for effect heat going in, that's a very powerful ability. That's gonna threaten all these vehicles. They're gonna need to start moving quick. Oh yeah, the shells are starting to land.
What's gone?
The British paratroops are just taking so many losses. It's really gonna be up to the British Guards to take care of this. They will no moving on the other flank for a while. Guess it's been abandoned by both sides and just keeping an eye on one another. Seems all the fighting is gonna be up here by this part of the refinery. Panzer Grenadiers have been armed with the MKB-42 now. Oh, and good, the anti-tank mine went off. So yeah, that's a command tank that just got decrewed because of that. 6-pounders also causing issues. Still going out. Looks like the Storm Pioneers laying mines in their advance here. Yeah, the crew is probably not the best combat unit because it's 4 men with pistols and 1 man with an MP40. Yeah, so yeah, don't use the crews as the command crews as combat units. They are not made for it. Not unless they like from the half track, I think. Because I think as a halfman and a lieutenant for the Leichte, they can also fight on foot pretty well. Heavy artillery going in here. Paratroopers are again taking losses. Oh, dropping a Bren gun and a Vickers Go. And these Valonians are way too cost efficient, I think. It'll just be all the cover that's being used. Like the MP-34 should not be underestimated just because it's from before the war. A lot of guns are from before the war and they're still pretty valuable.
An engineer unit is ready for action.
Panzer 4J here. But there is double 6-pounder. And the triple 6-pounder, they just can get shots on it. That Panzer 4J is not being penetrated, that's lucky. I think the Royal Guards might want to invest in some heavier tanks, and the Royal Paratroopers have lost a lot of stuff. Are they just still airdropping in troops? I do think it would be cheaper to just recruit them. At least I think so. It's just airdropping into Lieutenant. I think you do have to airdrop into Lieutenant after all.
There's an officer awaiting orders.
Other Panzer Grenadiers here. This is the unique one they also get. They actually get 2 unique Panzer Grenadiers. This one has the ability to actually repair. And they have incendiary grenades, so that's a handy thing. Good for this kind of urban environment. And yes, the guards are getting a Churchill. What Churchill are they getting? The Mark 7. Oh, that's gonna be a dangerous one. The Mark 7 is exceptionally armored. That's gonna be able to just drive up on the German front line and deal with infantry easily. Mostly because it can be armed with high explosives, mostly. Mills bomb going in on the Valonian position. But they're gonna get mowed down here in the open. Because there's Panzer Grenadiers and everything. Lieutenant out here in the open is gonna die to these Valonians. Actually, he's doing pretty well with his Thompsons, holy shit. Oh, but oh, he flew the air grenade and triggered the minefield, killing them both. Oh my god. Stuggy is armored high explosives, I think. Yeah, so it's meant for anti-infantry duty. But the Churchill Mark 7 is present, and this thing is quite a piece of work. So I have mines triggered down here so that all the mines were gone. Fancy we're just moving up, armed with the MKB-42 and MP-40, so a very good assault unit right here. Very effective squad.
Heavy tank awaiting orders.
But the Churchill should definitely be a shock, I think. Unless they are lucky and can immobilize it somehow. The Churchill is very, very powerful, by the way. It's like probably one of the heaviest tanks the Allies can get access to. I'd say perhaps only the IS-2 was heavier, but actually I think the Churchill is heavier than an IS-2, but I'm not an expert. I just think the Churchill is heavier.
Ready for orders. Tank and crew
Oh,
ready.
we have a Cromwell coming up behind too.
Churchill tank ready for orders.
Looks like it's being armed with high explosives, but we have Panzer IV J's coming on the other flank.
Trying to take one of our points.
We have a airstrike coming in. Just a strafe. Stuka coming in here for a cutoff. White Fossils on the Panzer Grenadiers. Burned him alive. Looks like the Churchill's relocating southwards to deal with these Panzer IVs.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it. Our supply line's broken.
Looks like another German tank ran into a mine.
Infantry squad getting sent over here.
Panzer IVs are gonna go for a flank on the Churchill. Churchill needs to turn. Immobilizing one. Killing the gunner on the other. They are too close though, so they will penetrate. And the Churchill is down! Oh my god, that's a good trade. The Churchill is so expensive that I would actually say that might have been worth it to lose those Panzer IVs. Germans has also pushed up to secure the other flank at this moment.
Heavy armor has been lost.
So the British position is in peril.
Ready for
And more Panzer IVs are being prepared. I don't think the British are going to be able to hold on for long. More recruit manpower losses have been enabled here for the... as you see much nice, he gets 24 manpower back. It's a very useful ability to get a Sturm so you can actually do your assaults without losing too much. Well, technically you will still lose stuff, but you'll be recouped for your losses. So it's not as painful to your economy, basically. Now there is a Cromwell here, so
infantry shooting at us.
I don't think the Stuk E is the best for anti-tank duty, especially not against the Cromwell Mark 5. I think the Mark 5 is actually quite armored. Yeah, I can see the Stuk. And the British tanks have very good quick-fire guns, so they reload very fast.
Listen, enemy aircraft.
German aircraft coming in though. Oh, Wallonians are hiding. He set up a cheeky little ambush here with some sandbags. So these three Wallonians with MP-34s are just ready. Waiting.
A new infantry section is ready for battle.
Oh, the Panzer Grenadiers are trying to repair it mid-battle. That's probably not the best idea though. Because I think the Cromwell will beat a Stuk A. He just needs to hit. Oh, the Stuk A actually got a penetration.
German Firefly complete.
Officer calling in on the Stuka bombing run. And Panzer IV is pushing up, but that's a lot of 6-pounders. Ooh, not looking good there.
Lost contact with a heavy
We have a Firefly coming out now for the British. 17-pounder gun on a Sherman chassis. Beat it cumbersome. Cumbersome and very inaccurate, I believe. It was not the easiest gun to aim in that small of a turret. High explosive going in though on the Panzer Grenadiers. Oh, good shot. Almost killing all of them. And the Cromwell moves up to spot for the Firefly and take the hits. And one shot for the 17-pounder is all it takes. Ah, they've discovered them. Mills bomb going in on the Wallonians in ambush. Oh, they're still there. The AT guns are being decrewed though by the Wallonian troops. That's a lot of officers just without their vehicles here. Just using pistols. But the British are losing a lot of their supplies. A strike coming in. Let's say it's a Kanonenvogel. Still not much going on around here. Let's have a Panzer J moving up here. And Valonians are running into mines and getting killed.
The enemy cut our supply line.
Probably not the best thing.
Let's get to work. Sherman Firefly ready.
Panther, though, has arrived for the Germans, so much more of a dangerous vehicle.
Armor ready to move. Taking fire from enemy infantry. Under fire!
More artillery going in.
Blighters.
White Phosphorus being hit at the Panzer Grenadiers.
Find us a new target.
17 pounder has to be careful. One shot from the Panther might be able to kill it, but the 17 pounder should be able to penetrate. It did not penetrate, and it's immobilized. It's stuck. Making it an easy target. Oh, Panther penetrated, but did not kill it. Lots of artillery going in here. Might be covering artillery. And there we go. Panther won that engagement.
We have been assigned fresh Panzer grenadiers.
More Panzer 4Js coming up for Sturm. Now having a Panther is going to be very valuable, but the Panther that the Leichter Division gets is not the best version. I think this is the Panther A, which is the earlier version, but that doesn't mean it's bad. You should never underestimate a Panther still. It has very high frontal armor. And a pretty good gun. But yeah, I don't think the British are going to be able to last much longer at this rate. The Germans just kind of whittled down the British. Attacking them on all the flanks too. Like the British guards are in peril too. And losing that Churchill was a pretty big loss, I'd say. It'll be very hard to get another one. Yeah, they need the munitions to get it. And the Panther will be able to play with the Cromwell here. The Cromwell stands a chance against the Panther. Using high explosive shot on the AT gun. Killing some of its crew, but it's still active. Royal Guards taking pot shots and killing Valonians. But the Panzer 4Js will provide a lot of infantry support here. Oh, he's going to start manning the AT guns. But more Panzer 4Js are coming in. Also, we have a whole Panzerkampfgruppe here.
Troops await your command.
But I force the British to move backwards and give up their assault at this industrial complex.
Regiment advises. Infantry ready to utilize break.
Well, the industrial complex has probably already been pretty destroyed at this point. Main gun down on one Panzer 4, that's going to buy the British some time, but the Germans just keep overrunning them right here. Yeah, you should probably not try and arm it during a battle, because during a firefight it'll just take more losses as they're trying to crew it.
Anti-tank crew hit.
Panther take the shots of this Cromwell, I think.
We need orders.
Oh, the Cromwell is actually camouflaged and protected by a stone wall here, so I cannot see it. Panzer 4H coming out too, and a Flammhetzer. Ooh, a Hetzer armed with a flamethrower. And there's still Valonians, new Valonian squad now behind in cover down here. It's a really good ambush position, I guess. Let's keep the British distracted.
HQ is under attack. Anti-tank gun ready to do some damage.
More 6-pounders coming out.
One of the HQ buildings has been destroyed.
Must have had some paratroops who airdropped in the back, but they are not doing too much damage. It's very hard to get to a good position, and the SS is just using the truck here for cover, so it's not gonna be that So you have that big of an effect, I think.
Prepared for action.
Double flamheads, oh god. Is he going to just burn the British base?
Ready. Auftrag is now
How
available for
cruel.
operations. Ready to execute.
Oh, we also got the 8th SS coming in with a half-track. And unit we rarely see, it's very facial call in for Sturm. Being out with an MG-34 by looks of it. The 8th SS Cavalry, I believe. And while the British base is being bombed and assaulted. Even a Stuka, holy shit, they're going all in.
The enemy are trying to overrun our HQ.
I don't think the British can hold on. Germans have proved that they will defend this industrial complex to the end. Probably also didn't help there were some probably experienced German troops coming into the battlefield. Not just some ragtag stuff thrown together at the last minute, like a lot of the German stuff did late war. This seems to actually be experienced and competent troops. And yeah, here comes the Flammhetzes. See, this is what you can do if you don't just go for the Sturmtiger Sturm. You actually can get some very interesting stuff. And I'll see you on the next one, everyone. Bye-bye!